Apple chutney is another one of those sweet, savory sauces that goes so well with meat. In particular for this one, I really like it with pork. I begin preparing my apples by coring, peeling, and slicing them. I use my apple corer peeler slicer device and it works really well. This is just so fast. I haven't found any way that works better. And then I just go back through with a paring knife and I remove any skin and seeds and bad spots that the device has left behind. I then take my knife and just slice straight down through those slices, making really small segments, essentially dicing it. I'll take my 8 cups of diced apples and add them to a large pot. I'll then add 4½ cups of sugar, 2 cups of raisins, 3 tablespoons of mustard seed, 1 cup of vinegar. For this one, you have an option. You can either do the zest from 1 orange or 1 teaspoon of dry orange peel. Today, I'm doing the dry because, well, my kids ate all of the oranges. And 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground cloves. Now I'll simmer this on the stove until it's nice and thick and the fruit is softened. Now I'll add 1 cup of chopped pecans. This just makes all the difference. You don't want to forget this one. Oh, it looks so good. Add nuts to anything and it looks delicious. Now I'll fill my 1/2 pint jars up to 1/2 inch of headspace, which is the space from the top of the food to the top of the jar. I try to make sure that there's equal amounts of the syrup versus the solid pieces. I'll then take a wooden chopstick and just run it down the sides to make sure that there's no trapped bubbles. I'll then go back through and adjust any headspace if I need to. And I'll use a clean, damp cloth to wipe off the rim of the jars. This is just to make it so that it gets a good seal. And then I'll place the lids and rings on until they're fingertip tight. Now I'll place these in the boiling water bath for 10 minutes if I'm at sea level. I'm at 1,200 feet, so it'll be 15. And I won't start that timer until after it starts to boil. Now that the timer's gone off, I'll remove the lid, turn off the heat, and let it cool for 5 minutes. I'll then pull out the jars and place them on a heat-resistant surface about 1 to 2 inches apart. This just makes it so that they can cool down a little bit faster. And then I'll let them rest for 24 hours so that they can get a really good seal. After that point, I'll remove the rings and use warm soapy water to wash off the outside. Then I store them in a cool, dry, dark location and use them in the next 1 to 3 years. Okay, so it's time for the taste tester. Let's see, make sure I get some nuts in there, a little bit of everything. I really like the pecans in there. The raisins have a nice little extra chewiness. You get that little bit of a zing from the vinegar, which is perfect for on meats. Honestly, I mean, this would be good on so many things. Chicken breast, it would be lovely on. But of course the pork chops and anything with apples in it is good on pork. And then you hit the little mustard seeds and those are delicious. And of course the apples, so definitely a good one to have in your pantry.